E for eminywizard.com and marketwizard.com, reminding traders to use risk capital they can afford to lose. If you're going to play this game, you must be disciplined. You must use stops. Whether it's a hard stop, mental stop, you cannot let it run away from you. All right, we're taking a look at the RTH chart. We've got a nice thrust up and a contra, right? We know that the thrust up, it was a directional move, and we've got a contra to that trade, a profit-taking swing. So a quick review for those traders that still trying to learn some of the things that we like to see. One of them is a 456 trade, right? To come back and retest the 68, 69 area, which was where the close was. That's the 450 back. Going to come in right where we are now in this 66 area. And a 60 back is going to come back here into that 63.25 zone. So you tried, once you get to the first location, most traders would like to get paid for sure. So this is the first place that if you've got something working with you and you got more than just one, you try to make sure you hang on to something, but you want to get paid for sure back here at that 68. And then the luck comes in this next swing if you can get to the middle, and then the trailers beyond this middle for the 60. We come back into 63 to 62s. And we've had ourselves about a 10 to 12 point trade. So you know you want to get paid for sure. Coming into this scene of the crime, as it were, where this thing took off, right here, 63 and change. And we're going to look back over here and we're going to say, okay, I get it. That's yesterday's middle zone. So this is the RTH chart. And here's our Globex chart. So all we know in this trade sequence, double has held, been rejected at yesterday's high. But we still have range type trading. We still have 55, 52 support. And more than likely this 62 is going to be a pivot as support. So if you have taken a short side trade, this is against the day's range till we take out lows. And this is the type of trade that if you can catch this, all you need is one good trade a day. And if you catch either portion of this, either guessing on the long side or guessing that yesterday's high is resistance, and you get a contra, a perfect example of not getting the directional trade right, but a contra to it and still being able to earn your living just by this one trade where profits are being taken by the longs. And a natural resistance zone at yesterday's high. First time back there, RTH. That's all you need to do day after day is catch just one of these type of trades. And we're in this fighting box. This box was rejected above us. We're still fighting in this monthly box. 50 support. We're calling 75 resistance. You'd say that at the time that this 75.25 was our demon. It's this bar right here. Our angel is still intact, 57.25. Anybody who took our advice early today and with the idea of this, you probably have had several passes long side if you like the long side to do the range trading. And anybody who has taken the short side, this wasn't available overnight because I was sleeping and you were probably sleeping. So this was probably the first chance you had to take a reasonable short side trade if you did not play overnight. And the convenient trade has played out several times long side. In day two, as Melissa puts it, of Taylor Day sequence. A lot of times we'll get the book method, 3-day Taylor method. Making today still a buy day, but with the idea that we're not going crazy. We're looking to run into resistance. Day two of a bounce. Range trading for now. And we're calling 62 as our aggressive support pivot. Shorts need to undo that to get any place further. Still doing some range type trading. And we are still looking at this 15-minute RTH chart. If you want to put it back on a 10 or a 5, you can do that. Leading a little bit below it, but unable to stay below it. Probably a 10 would be a little bit better look. And I like the 15. So day two of a bounce, use of the gap to try to squeeze traders long side. I still think we're going to run into resistance. If not by the end of the day, then tomorrow. And there's probably a bear flag that's being built. Higher highs, higher lows, courtesy of this squeeze. I still think we're going to start to run into some trouble, though, as we get into the 80s.